Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing amazing today. In this video, we're diving into the latest updates about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. You don't want to miss this. So make sure to stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. The studio lights always come on the same way, warm, forgiving, designed to make morning feel softer than it really is. For Kelly Ripa, that glow has framed decades of laughter, interviews, confessions, and countless cups of coffee shared with millions of viewers. But lately, behind the practiced smile and the effortless banter, there's a tension humming just beneath the surface. It's the kind of pressure that doesn't announce itself loudly, yet never truly leaves. The kind that follows you home, waits in your inbox, and creeps into your quiet moments. Kelly Ripa, the heartbeat of Live E, is under intense pressure to quit, or at least, that's the story echoing through industry whispers, social media speculation, and relentless headlines. Whether real or exaggerated, the weight of that narrative has become impossible to ignore. For years, Live E has been more than a morning show. It's been a ritual, a constant. While hosts came and went, formats shifted, and television itself transformed, Kelly remained, a familiar presence viewers trusted. She wasn't just hosting. She was inviting audiences into her world. That intimacy became her signature and, paradoxically, her burden. Success breeds expectation, and expectation breeds scrutiny. Every word Kelly speaks on air is analyzed. Every joke is dissected. Every absence sparks rumors. In an age where attention is currency and outrage travels faster than truth, even the most seasoned professionals feel exposed. Sources close to daytime television describe a climate that has grown increasingly unforgiving. Ratings wars are fiercer. Social media reactions are instant and merciless. What once passed as a lighthearted comment can now ignite a digital firestorm within minutes. And when you've been in the public eye as long as Kelly Ripa has, fatigue isn't a weakness, it's a human inevitability. The pressure isn't just external, it's internal, layered with personal reflection and professional legacy. Kelly has spent years building a brand rooted in relatability and honesty. But how honest can you be when every admission becomes a headline? How vulnerable can you allow yourself to be when vulnerability is monetized? Behind the scenes, Live E is a machine that never truly rests. Early mornings, tight schedules, endless meetings. Producers pushing for freshness while demanding consistency. The paradox is brutal. Stay the same, but be new. Be authentic, but never controversial. Be personal, but protect the brand. Those close to Kelly say the strain has intensified in recent seasons, not because she's lost her spark, but because the environment around her has changed. Television is no longer just television. It's content, dissected across platforms that never sleep. A single clip can be replayed, recontextualized, and criticized by millions who don't tune in daily but feel entitled to judgment. Then there's the question of longevity. How long should one stay? When does dedication turn into self-sacrifice? For Kelly Ripa, Live E isn't just a job, it's a chapter of her life. Walking away wouldn't simply be a career move, it would feel like closing a door on a version of herself the public has grown up with. Rumors of pressure to quit often emerge when a star reaches a crossroads. Kelly has nothing left to prove. Her legacy is secure. Yet that security brings its own unease. If you leave on your own terms, you control the narrative. If you stay too long, others write it for you. Insiders describe network conversations that are less about replacement and more about reinvention. The industry wants evolution, but evolution demands energy, and energy is finite. Kelly has spoken openly in the past about the importance of family, balance, and mental well-being. Those values don't disappear just because the cameras are rolling. Viewers, too, are conflicted. Many can't imagine mornings without her. Others speculate about what might come next, for the show and for Kelly herself. The audience's emotional investment is both a blessing and a weight. When millions care about your next move, every decision feels amplified. What makes the pressure particularly intense is the illusion of ease Kelly has perfected. She makes hosting look effortless, as though she wakes up glowing, steps into the studio, and improvises brilliance before breakfast. That illusion, while powerful, leaves little room for visible struggle. When someone appears perpetually fine, the world forgets to ask if they actually are. Friends describe Kelly as resilient, sharp, and deeply self-aware. They also describe a woman who feels the passage of time differently now, more precious, more urgent. The question she reportedly wrestles with isn't, "Can I do this?" but "Do I still want to?" That distinction matters. Pressure to quit doesn't always come as a shove out the door. Sometimes it's 1,000 small nudges, the exhaustion that lingers longer than it used to, the criticism that cuts deeper, the sense that the joy you once felt now requires effort. Kelly Ripa's story isn't about failure or decline. It's about endurance in an industry that rarely rewards it with peace. It's about the cost of being consistently visible in a culture that consumes personalities as quickly as it discards them. If she were to walk away tomorrow, it wouldn't be surrender, it would be a statement, a declaration that fulfillment matters as much as success. That legacy isn't measured solely in ratings, but in knowing when a chapter has reached its natural end. Yet, if she stays, that choice would be equally powerful. Staying would mean reclaiming space on her own terms, redefining what longevity looks like in modern television. It would mean choosing to remain visible, not because of pressure, but despite it. For now, Kelly continues to show up. She laughs, she listens, she carries the show with the same professionalism that built her career. But beneath that steady presence is a woman weighing options the public will only ever partially understand. The intense pressure to quit isn't a verdict, it's a moment. A crossroads shaped by years of dedication and a future full of possibility. Whether Kelly Ripa chooses to step away or stay the course, one truth remains unchanged. She has already left an indelible mark on daytime television. And perhaps that's the quiet power she holds right now, the freedom to choose. And that freedom to choose is what makes this moment so emotionally charged, not just for Kelly Ripa, but for everyone who has watched her grow, stumble, recover, and rise again in the public eye. Because when the cameras shut off and the applause fades, Kelly is no longer just the host of Live. She is a woman confronting a rare and uncomfortable question. Who am I without this chair, this desk, this routine that has defined my mornings for so long? Those closest to her say this period feels different from past moments of uncertainty. Before, challenges came from outside, co-host transitions, format changes, network politics. This time, the tension is quieter and far more personal. It lives in the pauses between segments, in the reflective tone she sometimes slips into when the audience least expects it. Viewers may sense it without fully understanding it. A subtle shift, a deeper breath, a laugh that arrives half a second later than usual. The pressure to quit doesn't always come wrapped in negativity. Sometimes it arrives disguised as opportunity. New projects are floated. Fresh formats are teased. The idea of what's next hovers like a tempting whisper. After decades of early alarms and relentless schedules, the promise of creative freedom and rest can feel intoxicating. Yet walking away would also mean letting go of a community Kelly helped build. Live is not just a workplace, it's a shared history. It's inside jokes that have aged with the audience. It's moments of grief and celebration broadcast in real time. It's a bond forged over years of showing up, even on days when showing up was hard. Industry veterans know this crossroads well. Many describe it as the most difficult phase of a long career, not the climb, not the peak, but the question of when to descend. Leave too early, and you wonder what if. Leave too late, and the world decides for you. That narrow middle path is where Kelly now stands. What makes the pressure intense is the silence surrounding it. No official statements, no dramatic announcements, just speculation filling the void. In today's media ecosystem, silence is rarely respected, it's interpreted. Every vacation sparks rumors. Every thoughtful monologue becomes a hint. The absence of certainty fuels the narrative that something is ending, even when it may not be. Kelly herself has always valued honesty, but she also understands boundaries. She knows the difference between sharing and surrendering. And perhaps this moment is about redefining those boundaries, deciding what the public is entitled to know and what remains hers alone.